What if the real reason you cannot speak English fast is not because you do not know enough words? What if the problem is not your grammar, not your accent, not your memory, and not even your confidence? What if the real problem is that your brain is doing two jobs at the same time? First, think in your native language. Then it tries to translate everything into English. And by the time the sentence is ready, the moment is gone. The conversation has moved on. You feel stuck. You know the answer, but you cannot say it quickly. You understand English when you read it, but when someone speaks to you, your mind freezes. You have words inside you, but they do not come out smoothly. This is not because you are weak in English. This is because your brain has been trained to use English as a translation subject, not as a living language. Today, that changes. In this lesson, you are going to train your brain to think in English faster. You will learn why translation slows you down, how fluent speakers actually think, how to build English sentences naturally, and how to create a daily system that trains your mind to respond in English without fear. This is not about becoming perfect in one day. This is about building a new mental habit. Because fluency is not only about knowing English. Fluency is about reaching English quickly when you need it. If you can train your brain to think in English, you will speak with more speed, more confidence, and more freedom. You will stop searching for every word. You will stop waiting for perfect grammar. You will stop translating every sentence in your head. And slowly, English will stop feeling like a foreign subject. It will start feeling like a natural voice inside your mind. So listen carefully, stay focused, and do not just hear these words. Practice them, because by the end of this lesson, you will understand exactly how to train your brain for fast English thinking. Let us begin. Chapter 1. Why translation makes your English slow. Why translation makes your English slow. Most English learners do not realize that translation is one of the biggest reasons they speak slowly. When you are learning English in the beginning, translation feels helpful. You hear an English word, then you connect it to a word in your own language. You see a sentence, then you translate it to understand the meaning. This is normal at the start. It helps you survive the first stage of learning. But after some time, the same habit that helped you in the beginning starts slowing you down. Imagine someone asks you a simple question in English. What did you do today? A fluent speaker does not translate this question. A fluent speaker hears the meaning directly. The idea enters the mind, and the answer comes naturally. But a learner often does something different. First, the learner hears the English question. Then the brain translates it into the native language. Then the learner thinks of the answer in the native language. Then the brain translates that answer back into English. Then the learner checks the grammar. Then the learner worries about mistakes. Then the learner finally speaks. This process may only take a few seconds, but in real conversation, those few seconds feel heavy. They create pressure, they create hesitation, they make you feel less confident than you actually are. This is why many learners say, I know English, but I cannot speak. The truth is, they know English, but they cannot access English quickly because another language is standing in the middle. Translation is like a bridge. In the beginning, you need the bridge to cross from your language into English. But if you want to become fluent, you cannot live on the bridge forever. You must start living inside English itself. The goal is not to hate your native language. Your native language is powerful, beautiful, and important. The goal is simply to stop using it as the first step every time you want to speak English. When you translate every sentence, you create 3 problems. The first problem is speed. Translation takes time. Even if you know the sentence, your brain has to travel a longer road. Fast speaking needs a shorter road. The second problem is accuracy. Many sentences do not translate perfectly from one language to another. When you translate directly, your English can sound unnatural. You may use words that are correct in your language but strange in English. For example, many learners say sentences like I am agree because in their language the structure may work differently. In English, the natural sentence is I agree. The third problem is confidence. When you translate, you start checking everything. Is this word correct? Is this grammar correct? Is the sentence order correct? This checking creates fear, and fear makes your speaking even slower. So the first step in thinking in English is understanding this truth. You do not need to translate every idea. You need to connect ideas directly to English. For example, when you see water, do not think of the word in your native language first. Think water. When you feel hungry, do not think of the full sentence in your native language. Think I'm hungry. When you are tired, think I need rest. When you are late, think I'm running late. Small direct connections become the foundation of fast English thinking. Do not begin with difficult sentences. Begin with simple thoughts. Your brain needs repetition. It needs small wins. It needs to feel that English can come directly, without waiting for translation. Think of your brain like a path in a field. If you walk the same path every day, the path becomes clear. If you stop using the translation path and start using the English path becomes stronger. At first, it feels slow. Then it becomes easier. Then it becomes automatic. This is exactly how fluency is built. Many learners make the mistake of believing they need thousands of words before they can think in English. But thinking in English does not begin with thousands of words. It begins with the words you already know. If you know simple words like eat, drink, go, come, work, study, sleep, need, want, like, feel, think, and know, you can already start thinking in English. You can think, I need water, I want tea, I have work, I feel tired, I need to study, I want to improve, I think this is good, I know the answer, I don't understand, I need more practice. These sentences are simple, but they are powerful because they train your brain to move directly into English. Remember this, fluency is not built by only learning difficult words. Fluency is built by using simple words quickly, naturally, and confidently. A fluent speaker does not speak with complicated words all the time. A fluent speaker uses common words smoothly. That is what you must train first. So today, make a decision. From now on, English will not only be a subject you study, English will become a language you think with. Start small, start simple, start now. Because the moment you stop translating every sentence is the moment your real English fluency begins. Chapter 2. How fluent speakers think in English. Volwaardig speakers think in English. Many learners believe fluent speakers have a special talent. They imagine that fluent people have perfect grammar, huge vocabulary, and amazing memory. But that is not the full truth. Fluent speakers are not speaking fast because they are thinking about grammar rules quickly. They are speaking fast because they are not thinking about every rule while speaking. They have trained their brain to recognize patterns. This is a very important point. Fluency is not only knowledge. Fluency is pattern memory. When you speak your native language, you do not build every sentence from zero. You do not stop and think, what is the subject? What is the verb? What is the tense? You simply speak because your brain already knows the patterns. You have heard them thousands of times. You have used them thousands of times. They feel natural. English can become the same, but only when you stop treating every sentence like a grammar puzzle. For example, when someone says, "How are you?" you do not need to translate it word by word. You know the full meaning as one unit. You answer, "I'm good," or "I'm fine," or "I'm doing well." This is a chunk. A chunk is a group of words that your brain stores together. Fluent speakers use thousands of chunks. They do not think word by word. They think in groups. For example, I'm going to, I need to, I want to, I don't know if, let me think. That sounds good. It depends on, I'm not sure about, can you explain that? I was thinking about, the main reason is, in my opinion, to be honest, at the same time, that makes sense. These are not just words. These are ready-made pieces of language. When your brain learns chunks, speaking becomes faster because you do not have to create everything from the beginning. This is why you should not only memorize single words, you should memorize useful phrases and sentence patterns. If you memorize the word agree, that is good. But if you memorize I agree with you, I don't fully agree, I agree to some extent, and I see your point, but I think, then you can use the word in real conversation. Words are tools. Chunks are ready-made building blocks. Fluent speakers also think in situations. They connect English to real life. When they are ordering food, their brain knows food phrases. When they are talking about work, their brain knows work phrases. When they are explaining an opinion, their brain knows opinion phrases. This is why your practice should be connected to real situations, not only random vocabulary. Ask yourself, what do I talk about every day? What questions do people ask me? What situations make me nervous in English? What sentences do I need again and again? Maybe you need English for introductions, then learn full chunks. My name is, I'm from, I work as, I'm interested in, I'm learning English because maybe you need English for daily conversation. Then learn, what are you doing? I'm just relaxing. I'm getting ready. I have a lot to do today. I didn't sleep well. I'll call you later. Maybe you need English for work. Then learn, I'll check and let you know. Can we discuss this later? I need some time to finish it. Please send me the details. I have a question about this. Let's focus on the main point. When your brain stores these phrases, you do not need to translate every word. The whole phrase comes as one piece. This is how fast English begins. Another secret is that fluent speakers are comfortable with simple English. Learners often think they must sound impressive. They search for big words. They try to make perfect sentences. But fluent conversation is usually simple, clear, and direct. A learner may think, I need to express my thoughts in a highly advanced manner. But a fluent speaker may simply say, I want to explain my idea clearly. Simple is powerful. Do not wait until you can speak advanced English. Speak simple English now. Simple English spoken confidently is better than complicated English trapped inside your mind. Fluent speakers also do not panic when they forget a word. They explain around it. For example, if they forget the word charger, they might say, the thing I use to charge my phone. If they forget appointment, they might say, a meeting with the doctor. If they forget receipt, they might say, the paper you get after you pay. This skill is very important. It keeps the conversation moving. Many learners stop completely when they forget one word, but you do not need to stop. Use the words you already have. Explain the idea in a simple way. Fluency is not perfection. Fluency is movement. If your sentence is not perfect, but the meaning is clear, keep going. Every time you keep going, your brain becomes stronger. Every time you stop because of fear, your brain learns to fear speaking. So train your mind to continue. If you make a mistake, continue. If you forget a word, explain it. If your grammar is not perfect, keep speaking. If your sentence is simple, say it anyway. That is how fluent speakers think. They focus on communication first. They improve accuracy with practice, but they do not let mistakes destroy the conversation. Your goal is to build an English thinking system inside your brain. This system will be made of chunks, situations, simple sentences, repeated patterns, and confidence. Do not ask, how can I translate this sentence? Ask, how would an English speaker say this idea? That question changes everything, because English fluency begins when you stop translating words and start expressing ideas. Chapter 3, the first training method. Name everything in English. The easiest way to begin thinking in English is to name the world around you in English. This sounds simple, but it is one of the most powerful exercises for your brain. Most learners only use English during study time. They open a book, watch a lesson, write vocabulary, and then close English again. The rest of the day, their brain returns completely to the native language. But fluency needs more contact than that. Your brain must meet English many times during the day, even in small moments. The first method is called naming. Look around you and name things in English. Chair, table, phone, door, window, bottle, cup, notebook, pen, eye, phi, bag, shoes, light, wall, clock, key, mirror, laptop. Do not translate. Just look and name. At first, this may feel too easy. You may think this is for beginners, but do not underestimate it. This exercise trains direct connection. You see the object and English appears. No translation, no delay. That is exactly what your brain needs. After naming objects, move to actions. I'm sitting, I'm standing, I'm walking, I'm opening the door, I'm drinking water, I'm checking my phone, I'm writing, I'm listening, I'm thinking, I'm learning English, I'm getting ready, I'm going outside. These simple action sentences teach your brain to describe reality in English. Now move to feelings. I'm tired, I'm happy, I'm hungry, I'm a little stressed, I'm excited, I'm confused, I'm calm, I'm sleepy, I'm ready, I'm not ready yet, I feel better now, I need a break. Feelings are important because real conversation is not only about objects, it is about your inner life. If you can describe your feelings in English, you will become more natural in conversation. Then move to small thoughts. This is easy, this is difficult. I like this. I don't like this. This is interesting. I need more time. I should start now. I should not waste time. I can do this. I need to focus. I want to improve. I'm getting better. These small thoughts are the beginning of English thinking. You are not writing an essay. You are not giving a speech. You are training your brain to create small English thoughts during normal life. Do this many times a day. When you wake up, think, I'm awake, I need to get up, I should drink water, I have things to do today. When you brush your teeth, think, I'm brushing my teeth, I'm getting ready, I need to leave soon. When you eat, think, this food is good, I'm hungry, I'm full, I want more tea, I need to eat slowly. When you go outside, think, the weather is nice. It's hot today. There are many people. I'm going to the shop. I need to buy something. When you study, think, I understand this. I don't understand this part. I should repeat it. This word is useful. I can use this sentence. This method is powerful because it turns your daily life into English practice. You do not need a classroom. You do not need a teacher. You do not need special time. You only need awareness. Every object becomes vocabulary. Every action becomes a sentence. Every feeling becomes expression. Every moment becomes practice. The key is not to force difficult sentences. Start with what you can say. Your brain learns through success. If you try to think in advanced English too early, you may become frustrated. But if you build from simple English, your confidence grows. Think of it like building a house. You do not start with the roof. You start with the foundation. Simple English is your foundation. Here is a powerful daily exercise. For 5 minutes, walk around your room and describe everything in English. Say or think, this is my room. There is a bed. There is a chair near the table. My phone is on the table. The door is closed. The window is open. My bag is on the floor. I need to clean this place. I like this corner. This room is small, but it is comfortable. Do not worry if the sentences are basic. Basic sentences are not bad. They are training your speed. After a few days, make the sentences longer. This is my room, and I spend a lot of time here. My phone is on the table because I was using it before. I need to clean my room because it looks messy. The window is open, so fresh air is coming in. I should organize my books before I start studying. Now your brain is growing. You started with single words, then actions, then feelings, then small thoughts, then longer descriptions. This is how English thinking develops naturally. Another useful practice is labeling your environment mentally. When you see something many times a day, repeat its English name. For example, every time you pick up your phone, think phone. Every time you open the door, think door. Every time you drink water, think water. The repetition may feel small, but your brain is recording it. The more direct connections you create, the less translation you need. This method also helps you remember vocabulary longer. When you learn a word from a list, it can disappear. But when you connect a word to your real life, it becomes stronger. Do not just learn the word mirror. Look in the mirror and think mirror. Do not just learn the word hungry. Feel hunger and think I'm hungry. Do not just learn the word late. When you are late, think I'm late. Real experience makes language powerful. So from today, do not wait for English practice. Use your life as practice. Name what you see. Describe what you do. Express what you feel. Think small thoughts in English. This is the first real step to training your brain to think in English fast. Chapter 4. Build your inner English voice. Every person has an inner voice. It is the voice inside your mind that comments on life. It says, I should do this. I forgot that. Why did this happen? I need to hurry. I hope this works. I don't feel ready. I can do better. For most learners, this inner voice speaks only in their native language. That is why English feels like something outside the mind. It feels like something you use only when someone asks you to speak. But if you want to think in English, you must slowly create an inner English voice. This does not mean you must think in English all day from the beginning. That is too much pressure. It means you start giving English a small place inside your mind every day. Begin with short inner comments. When you wake up, think, today is a new day. I need to start. I will do my best. When something is difficult, think, this is hard, but I can try. I don't understand yet. I need more practice. When you make a mistake, think, it's okay. I can learn from this. Next time, I will do better. When you feel lazy, think, I should not delay. Just start. One small step is enough. This inner English voice is powerful because it trains you to use English without needing another person. Many learners only practice English when they have a conversation partner, but conversation partners are not always available. Your inner voice is always available. You can practice while walking, sitting, waiting, working, cooking, traveling, or relaxing. The goal is to turn normal thinking into English practice. One excellent method is the daily self-talk method. Self-talk means talking to yourself in English. You can do it silently in your mind or quietly with your voice when you are alone. For example, before starting your day, say, okay, what do I need to do today? First, I need to finish my work. Then I need to study English for 30 minutes. After that, I should clean my room. I also need to call my friend. I hope today goes well. This kind of self-talk builds fluency because it connects English to your real plans. You can also use self-talk when solving a problem. What is the problem here? I think I made a mistake. Let me check again. Maybe this part is wrong. I should try another way. Yes, this looks better. This trains your brain to think through situations in English. Another method is emotional self-talk. This is important because learners often practice only practical sentences, but real speaking includes emotions. When you feel nervous, say, I feel nervous, but that is normal. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to speak clearly. Mistakes are part of learning. When you feel proud, say, I did well today. I'm improving slowly. I should continue. When you feel disappointed, say, this was not easy. I made some mistakes, but I am still learning. I will try again tomorrow. This kind of English is not only language practice, it also builds confidence. Many learners speak to themselves in a negative way. They think, my English is bad. I cannot speak. People will laugh. I always make mistakes. These thoughts become mental walls. Change those thoughts into English, but make them positive and strong. Say, my English is growing. I can speak better with practice. I do not need to be perfect. Every sentence makes me stronger. I am training my brain. I am becoming more fluent. Your brain listens to repetition. If you repeat fear, fear grows. If you repeat confidence, confidence grows. Now let us talk about a common problem. When learners try to think in English, they often stop because they do not know one word. For example, they want to think, I need to repair this, but they do not know the word repair. So they return to their native language. Do not do that. Use simple words. You can say, I need to fix this. This is not working. I need someone to help me. I need to make it work again. The exact word is not always necessary. The idea is more important. This is how you keep the inner English voice alive. Another powerful exercise is the 1-minute mind talk. Choose one topic and speak in your mind for 1 minute. The topic can be very simple. For example, my morning was okay. I woke up a little late. I wanted to sleep more, but I had to get up. I washed my face and made tea. I checked my phone for a few minutes. Then I started my work. I think I need to sleep earlier tonight because I feel tired. This is simple, but it builds flow. Another topic, my English. I am learning English because I want to speak with confidence. Sometimes I understand, but I cannot answer quickly. I think I need more speaking practice. I should stop translating too much. I will try to think in English every day. Another topic, my future. In the future, I want to become more confident. I want to speak English naturally. I want to communicate with people without fear. I know it will take time, but I can improve if I practice daily. Do this exercise every day. 1 minute is enough in the beginning, then increase it to 2 minutes, 5 minutes, and 10 minutes. Do not write first. Think and speak. Writing is useful, but speaking needs speed. Your brain must learn to produce English in real time. The inner English voice also helps with listening. When you think in English, English sounds become more familiar. You start recognizing phrases faster because your brain uses them internally. This is why thinking, listening, and speaking are connected. If English only enters your ears but never lives in your thoughts, it remains passive. But when English becomes part of your inner voice, it becomes active. So build your inner English voice slowly. Start with daily comments. Use self-talk. Describe your plans. Explain your feelings. Encourage yourself. Think through small problems. Speak in your mind for 1 minute. Do not wait until you are advanced. Start with the English you already know. Your inner voice does not need perfect English. It needs regular English. Because the more your mind hears you thinking in English, the more natural English becomes. Chapter 5. Train your brain with sentence patterns. If you want to think in English fast, you need sentence patterns. Many learners study grammar rules, but they do not know how to use those rules quickly. They may understand present simple, past simple, future tense, and conditionals, but in conversation they still freeze. Why? Because knowing a rule is not the same as having a pattern ready in your mind. A rule explains language. A pattern gives you language. For example, the rule says, use I want to plus base verb. But the pattern gives you, I want to learn, I want to improve, I want to speak better. I want to ask you something. I want to practice every day. I want to become fluent. When you repeat this pattern many times, your brain no longer needs to think about the rule. It simply uses the structure. This is how you speak faster. Let us start with the most useful patterns for English learners. Pattern 1. I need to study. I need to go. I need to sleep. I need to practice. I need to improve my English. I need to speak more confidently. I need to stop translating. I need to focus on my goals. This pattern is powerful because you use it every day. Pattern 2. I want to learn English. I want to speak fluently. I want to understand movies. I want to talk to people. I want to improve my pronunciation. I want to become more confident. I want to think in English naturally. Pattern 3. I'm going to study. I'm going to call my friend. I'm going to start now. I'm going to practice speaking. I'm going to listen to English today. I'm going to improve step by step. Pattern 4. I have to work. I have to leave. I have to finish this. I have to wake up early. I have to prepare for tomorrow. I have to practice even when I feel lazy. Pattern 5. I don't know how to. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to say this word. I don't know how to answer that question. I don't know how to speak fast. I don't know how to use this phrase correctly. Pattern 6. Can you help me? Can you help me? Can you help me understand this? Can you help me with my English? Can you help me pronounce this word? Can you help me make this sentence better? Pattern 7. I think. I think this is good. I think you are right. I think I need more practice. I think English is becoming easier. I think the problem is translation. I think I can improve if I continue. Pattern 8. I feel tired. I feel nervous. I feel ready. I feel confused. I feel more confident now. I feel like I'm improving. I feel comfortable speaking slowly. Pattern 9. It's difficult to speak fast. It's difficult to understand native speakers. It's difficult to remember new words. It's difficult to think in English at first. It's difficult to speak when I feel nervous. Pattern 10. The reason is simple. The reason is practice. The reason is fear. The reason is lack of confidence. The reason is that I translate too much. The reason is that I don't speak enough. These patterns are like roads. Once your brain knows the road, it can travel faster. Here is how to practice. Take one pattern and create 10 sentences with it. For example, I need to wake up early. I need to clean my room. I need to drink more water. I need to study English. I need to practice speaking. I need to call my brother. I need to finish my work. I need to stop wasting time. I need to improve my confidence. I need to speak English every day. Then say them aloud. Do not only read them, speak them. Your mouth needs training too. Speaking is physical. Your tongue, lips, breath, and rhythm must become comfortable with English. After that, change the pattern quickly. I want to wake up early. I want to clean my room. I want to drink more water. I want to study English. I want to practice speaking. Now your brain sees how English can change easily. This is called substitution practice. You keep the pattern and replace one part. For example, I'm trying to improve my English. I'm trying to speak faster. I'm trying to think in English. I'm trying to understand movies. I'm trying to build confidence. Then, I'm learning to improve my English. I'm learning to speak faster. I'm learning to think in English. I'm learning to understand movies. I'm learning to build confidence. Then, I'm starting to improve my English. I'm starting to speak faster. I'm starting to think in English. I'm starting to understand movies. I'm starting to build confidence. This trains flexibility. Many learners know one sentence, but they cannot change it. Fluent speakers can adjust sentences quickly. They can use the same structure with different ideas. You should also practice question patterns. Questions are important because conversation is not only answering, you must ask. Practice. What do you think about? What do you mean by what should I do? What are you talking about? What happened? What is the main point? What is the difference between these two? What can I say in this situation? Practice how questions. How can I improve? How do you say this in English? How long does it take? How often do you practice? How did you learn English? How can I speak more naturally? Practice why questions. Why is this important? Why do I feel nervous? Why is English difficult for me? Why do I translate too much? Why should I practice every day? When you practice questions, your brain becomes more active in conversation. You stop waiting passively. You learn to continue the conversation. Another powerful pattern is the opinion pattern. Use, in my opinion, I believe that, I feel that, I would say that the main point is, what I mean is, for me, the most important thing is now create simple opinions. In my opinion, practice is more important than perfection. I believe that English becomes easier with daily use. I feel that confidence comes from repetition. I would say that thinking in English is a habit. The main point is to stop translating every sentence. What I mean is, you should use simple English first. For me, the most important thing is consistency. This is how you prepare your brain for real speaking. Do not wait for conversation to practice. Practice before conversation. Train patterns before you need them. Then when someone speaks to you, your brain already has material ready. Think of sentence patterns as mental shortcuts. They reduce pressure. They give your mind a starting point. Instead of asking, "How do I say this?" your brain says, "I already know a pattern." And once you have a pattern, you only need to add your idea. This is one of the fastest ways to move from translation to English thinking. Chapter 6. Learn English in chunks, not single words. If you want to think in English faster, you must stop learning only single words. Single words are useful, but they are not enough for fluency. Many learners memorize long vocabulary lists. They learn words like improve, confidence, opportunity, decision, challenge, comfortable, experience, and communicate. But when they speak, they still struggle because they do not know how these words live inside sentences. A word alone is like a brick. A chunk is like a part of the wall already built. For example, do not only learn confidence. Learn, build confidence, speak with confidence, gain confidence, lose confidence, feel confident, become more confident. Confidence comes from practice. Now you can use the word naturally. Do not only learn decision. Learn, make a decision. Take a decision is used in some places, but make a decision is more common in many natural English situations. A difficult decision, the right decision, decide what to do. I haven't decided yet. I need to decide soon. Do not only learn, improve. Learn, improve my English, improve my speaking, improve step by step. I'm trying to improve. My English is improving. The best way to improve is practice. Chunks teach you natural English. Here is why chunks are so important. When you translate word by word, your English may sound unnatural because every language combines words differently. In your native language, you may say something in one structure, but English uses a different structure. For example, learners often say, "I am doing a mistake," but natural English is, "I am making a mistake." They may say, "I gave an exam," but in many English contexts, people say, "I took an exam." They may say, "Discuss about this," but natural English is, "Discuss this." They may say, "I am very tension," but natural English is, "I am very stressed," or "I feel stressed." Why do these mistakes happen? Because learners translate words instead of learning chunks. If you learn make a mistake as one piece, you will not say do a mistake. If you learn feel stressed, you will not say I am tension. If you learn take an exam, you will use it more naturally. This is why chunks protect you from direct translation. Now let us learn some powerful chunks for thinking in English. Daily life chunks. I'm getting ready. I'm running late. I'm on my way. I'll be there soon. I'm almost done. I have a lot to do. I need a little more time. I forgot to do it. I'll do it later. Let me check. Conversation chunks. What do you mean? Can you repeat that? I didn't catch that. That makes sense. I see what you mean. I'm not sure. Let me explain. That's a good question. I agree with you. I don't think so. Learning English chunks. I'm working on my pronunciation. I need more speaking practice. I understand, but I can't speak fast. I'm trying to think in English. I want to sound more natural. I need to stop translating. I'm improving slowly. I made a small mistake. How can I say this better? Can you correct my sentence? Opinion chunks. In my opinion, from my point of view, the way I see it, I believe that I feel like, to be honest, the main problem is, the best solution is, another reason is, that depends on the situation. Storytelling chunks. Yesterday I went to, at first I thought, then I realized, after that, a few minutes later, the problem was, I didn't know what to do. Finally, I decided to, in the end, it was a good experience. These chunks are extremely useful because they appear in real conversations again and again. Your job is to repeat them until they become automatic. Here is a simple method. Choose 5 chunks every day. Say each chunk 10 times. Then create your own sentence with each chunk. For example, choose I'm trying to, I need to, let me check. That makes sense. In my opinion, now create sentences. I'm trying to speak English faster. I need to practice every day. Let me check the meaning. That makes sense because practice builds fluency. In my opinion, simple English is powerful. Then use these chunks during the day. When you are about to check something, say, let me check. When you understand something, say, that makes sense. When you explain your idea, say, in my opinion. This is how chunks move from memory into real use. Another powerful method is chunk shadowing. Take a sentence from a video, podcast, or lesson. Do not memorize every word separately. Repeat the whole phrase with rhythm. For example, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to explain it. Repeat until the phrase feels smooth. English has rhythm. When you learn chunks, you also learn rhythm. That makes your speaking sound more natural. Many learners speak slowly because they pronounce each word separately, but fluent speakers connect words. For example, I want to becomes I wanna in casual speech. I'm going to in casual speech. Let me becomes lemmy in fast casual speech. You do not have to use casual forms immediately, but you should understand that English flows in chunks. It is not always separated word by word. Practice speaking chunks smoothly. I need to talk to you. I want to ask you something. I'm going to start now. Let me think about it. I don't know how to say it. Say them again and again until they feel comfortable. Chunks also help you avoid silence. When you need time to think, use filler chunks. Let me think. That's a good question. I'm not sure, but how can I explain this? What I mean is, give me a second. I think the best answer is, these phrases give your brain time while still speaking English. This is much better than becoming silent and nervous. In real conversation, you do not need perfect answers immediately. You need ways to keep the conversation alive. So learn chunks, repeat chunks, use chunks. Do not only ask, what does this word mean? Ask, how is this word used? What words come before it? What words come after it? What sentence can I use it in? What chunk should I remember? This one change will make your English faster, more natural, and more confident. Because fluent English is not built word by word. It is built chunk by chunk. Chapter 7. Stop waiting for perfect grammar. One of the biggest reasons learners cannot think in English fast is perfection. They want every sentence to be correct before they speak. They want perfect grammar, perfect pronunciation, perfect vocabulary, and perfect confidence. But because they wait for perfection, they speak less, and because they speak less, they improve slowly. This is a trap. You cannot become fluent by waiting until you are perfect. You become fluent by speaking before you are perfect. Think about how children learn language. They do not wait for perfect grammar. They speak with mistakes. They repeat. They listen. They try again. Slowly, their language becomes stronger. Adult learners often do the opposite. They study rules. They understand grammar, but they are afraid to use imperfect sentences. So their knowledge stays trapped inside. You must understand the difference between learning mode and speaking mode. Learning mode is when you study grammar, correct mistakes, write sentences, and improve accuracy. Speaking mode is when you communicate. In speaking mode, your first job is not perfection. Your first job is meaning. If people understand you, the conversation can continue. After that, you can improve your grammar. This does not mean grammar is unimportant. Grammar is important, but grammar should support communication, not destroy it. Many learners know the correct sentence after the conversation ends. They think, oh, I should have said this. That happens because their grammar knowledge is slow. It is in their head, but it is not automatic yet. To make grammar automatic, you need repeated use. For example, if you keep practicing, I went, I saw, I did, I had, I wanted, I needed, I thought, then past tense becomes easier. Make simple past sentences every day. Förmiddagen day was. Yesterday I went to the market. I saw my friend. I bought some food. I came home late. I watched a lesson. I practiced English. I slept early. Do not start with complicated grammar. Start with common structures you need every day. For present, I wake up early. I drink tea. I study English. I work in the morning. I talk to my friends. I use my phone. I practice speaking. For future, I will study later. I will call you. I will try again. I'm going to practice tonight. I'm going to improve my speaking. I'm going to listen carefully. For present continuous, I'm learning English. I'm trying to improve. I'm watching a lesson. I'm thinking in English. I'm practicing right now. I'm getting better. These simple grammar patterns are the foundation of real fluency. Do not think this is too easy. Easy sentences spoken quickly are the beginning of fluency. Difficult sentences spoken with fear do not help real conversation. Now let us talk about mistakes. Mistakes are not your enemy. Mistakes are information. A mistake shows you what needs practice. It does not mean you are bad at English. It means your brain is still learning a pattern. When you make a mistake, do not say, I am terrible. Say, good, now I know what to practice. For example, if you say, he go to work, and someone corrects you, he goes to work, do not feel ashamed. Repeat the correct pattern. He goes, she goes, it goes, my brother goes, my friend goes. He goes to work every day. Now the mistake becomes training. If you say, I didn't went, and someone says, I didn't go, practice, I didn't go, I didn't see, I didn't know, I didn't understand, I didn't finish, I didn't call. Now your brain learns the pattern. This is how you use mistakes correctly. Another important point is that native speakers and fluent speakers also make mistakes. They change sentences while speaking. They pause, they restart, they use simple words, they say things imperfectly. Real speech is not like a grammar book, so do not judge your spoken English by written English standards. Speaking is faster, more flexible, and more natural. Your goal is not to sound like a textbook. Your goal is to communicate clearly. To reduce grammar fear, practice speaking with a time limit. Choose a topic and speak for 1 minute. Do not stop. Do not correct yourself while speaking. Keep going. Topic: my day. Today was a normal day. I woke up, I checked my phone, and then I had breakfast. After that, I did some work. I also studied English for a little time. I want to practice more because I need to improve my speaking. I think I am getting better, but I still need confidence. Maybe the grammar is not perfect. That is okay. You trained flow. Then after speaking, you can review. Ask, what mistake did I make? What sentence can I improve? What phrase should I learn? This separates speaking practice from correction practice. Both are useful, but do not do them at the same time all the time. If you correct every word while speaking, you will never build flow. Another powerful rule is the 80% rule. If your sentence is 80% clear, say it. Do not wait for 100% perfection. If you want to say, I have been learning English for 2 years, but you are not sure, say, I learn English for 2 years, or I started learning English 2 years ago. The second one is simple and clear. Use what you can say. Fluency grows when you keep moving. If you do not know a complex structure, use a simple one. Instead of, I would have spoken better if I had practiced more consistently. Say, I could speak better, but I did not practice enough. The meaning is clear. Simple English is not weak. Simple English is strong when it communicates the idea. So stop waiting for perfect grammar. Study grammar, yes. Practice grammar, yes. Improve your accuracy, yes. But when it is time to speak, speak. Let your brain learn through use. The more you speak, the faster your grammar becomes automatic. The faster your grammar becomes automatic, the less you translate. The less you translate, the more fluent you feel. Perfection is not the door to fluency. Practice is the door. Chapter 8. Use listening to train English thinking. Vunking, 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 vunking. Listening is one of the fastest ways to train your brain to think in English. But you must listen in the right way. Many learners listen to English passively. They play videos, podcasts, or movies in the background, but their mind is somewhere else. This can help a little, but it is not enough for fast thinking. To think in English, you need active listening. Active listening means your brain is awake. You notice phrases, you repeat sentences, you connect sounds to meaning, you do not translate every word. You try to understand the idea directly. When you listen correctly, English starts entering your brain as a natural pattern. Let us understand the difference. Passive listening says, I heard English today. Active listening says, I noticed this phrase. I repeated this sentence. I understood this idea without translation. I can use this expression in my own speaking. That is real training. The first listening method is short listening. Do not begin with long, difficult videos. Choose a short piece of English. Maybe 30 seconds or 1 minute. Listen to it several times. The first time, just understand the general meaning. The second time, notice useful phrases. The third time, repeat after the speaker. The fourth time, speak with the speaker. The fifth time, say the same idea in your own words. This is much stronger than listening to 1 hour without focus. Your brain needs repetition. If you listen to the same sentence many times, it becomes familiar. Familiar language becomes faster in your mind. For example, you hear, I'm trying to improve my English, but sometimes I feel nervous when I speak. This sentence has many useful chunks. I'm trying to improve my English. Sometimes I feel nervous when I speak. Now repeat it. I'm trying to improve my English, but sometimes I feel nervous when I speak. Then change it. I'm trying to speak faster, but sometimes I forget words. I'm trying to build confidence, but sometimes I feel shy. I'm trying to think in English, but sometimes I translate. Now the listening has become speaking practice. This is how you turn input into output. The second listening method is shadowing. Shadowing means you listen and repeat immediately after the speaker. You copy the rhythm, speed, stress, and pronunciation. Do not worry if you cannot catch everything at first. Start with short sentences. For example, I need to practice. I need to practice every day. I need to practice every day if I want to improve. Repeat with the speaker. Shadowing trains your mouth and brain together. It helps you stop speaking word by word. It teaches natural rhythm. When you shadow, do not only focus on pronunciation, focus on flow. English has stress. Some words are stronger, some words are softer. For example, I need to practice every day. The important words are need, practice, and day. The smaller words are lighter. This rhythm makes English sound natural. Many learners speak every word with equal stress, and that makes speaking feel slow and heavy. Shadowing helps you fix this naturally. The third listening method is no translation listening. Choose easy English, not too difficult. Listen and try to understand the meaning directly. Do not stop at every word. Do not translate. Let the idea come to you. If the sentence is, I'm going to meet my friend after work, do not translate each word. See the meaning in your mind. A person finishes work and meets a friend. Connect the English sound directly to the image or idea. This is how children understand language. They connect words to meaning, not to another language. You can practice with simple daily sentences. I'm making tea. She is talking on the phone. They are waiting outside. He forgot his keys. We need to leave now. When you hear these sentences, imagine the action. Do not translate. Create a mental picture. This builds direct understanding. The fourth method is listen and answer. This is very powerful for speaking speed. Instead of only listening, answer questions quickly. For example, hear or ask yourself, what did you do today? Answer immediately. I worked, studied English, and relaxed for a while. Question. Why are you learning English? Answer. I'm learning English because I want to speak with confidence. Question. What is difficult for you? Answer: speaking fast is difficult for me because I translate too much. This trains real conversation. Your brain learns to respond, not only understand. You can create your own questions. What do I need to do today? What am I thinking right now? What did I learn yesterday? What is my biggest problem in English? How can I improve this week? What should I practice today? Answer quickly. Do not wait for perfect sentences. The fifth method is repeated listening with transcripts. If you have the written text, listen first without reading, then read while listening. Then listen again without reading. This helps your brain connect spoken English with written English. Many learners can read English but cannot understand spoken English because they do not recognize how words sound in real speech. Reading while listening closes that gap. For example, in writing you see, "What do you want to do?" But in fast speech, it may sound like, "What do I want to do?" You do not need to speak exactly like that, but you need to recognize it. Listening helps you understand natural reductions and connected speech. The more you listen actively, the faster your brain recognizes English patterns. But remember, listening alone is not enough. You must speak after listening. Input gives you material. Output makes it yours. After listening to a short clip, ask, "What did I hear? What phrases can I use? Can I repeat one sentence? Can I explain the idea in simple English? Can I create my own sentence with the same pattern?" This turns listening into fluency training. Here is a daily listening routine. Listen to one short English audio for 5 minutes. Repeat useful sentences. Shadow 2 or 3 lines. Write down 3 chunks. Use each chunk in your own sentence. Speak for 1 minute about what you heard. This routine may look simple, but if you do it every day, your brain will change. You will start hearing English, not as something to translate. You will recognize chunks faster. You will understand common phrases faster. You will speak with better rhythm. You will answer more naturally. Listening is not just for understanding others. Listening is how you feed your English mind. Chapter 9. Speak to yourself before speaking to others. Many learners wait for someone else to practice English with them. They say, "I have no speaking partner. No one around me speaks English. I feel shy talking to people. I cannot practice because I am alone." But this belief can stop your progress. You do not need to wait for another person to start speaking. You can begin with yourself. Self-speaking is one of the most effective ways to train your brain to think in English fast. Why? Because it removes pressure. When you speak to yourself, no one judges you. No one interrupts you. No one laughs at your mistakes. You can repeat, pause, correct, and try again. You can build confidence privately before using English publicly. This is how many strong speakers train. They practice alone first. The first self-speaking exercise is daily narration. Narration means describing what you are doing while you do it. For example, "I'm opening my laptop. I'm checking my work. I need to reply to this message. I'm looking for my notebook. I don't know where I put my pen. Okay, I found it. Now I'm ready to start." This exercise may feel strange at first, but it is powerful. It trains your brain to produce English in real time. You can narrate your morning. "I'm waking up now. I feel a little tired. I need to wash my face. I'm going to make tea. After that, I will start my work. Today, I want to be productive." You can narrate your study time. "I'm studying English now. This lesson is about thinking in English. I understand the main idea. I need to repeat this sentence. This word is new for me. I should write it down. I will use it later." You can narrate your evening. "Today was a busy day. I finished some important work. I practiced English for a few minutes. I feel good because I did not skip practice. Tomorrow I will try again." This is simple, but it trains flow. The second exercise is mirror speaking. Stand or sit in front of a mirror and speak in English for 2 minutes. Talk about any topic. For example, "My name is, I am learning English. I want to improve my speaking. Sometimes I feel nervous, but I know practice will help me. I do not need to be perfect. I just need to continue. Every day, I am getting better. Looking at yourself while speaking helps you become comfortable with your own English voice. Many learners are not used to hearing themselves speak English. They feel strange. Mirror practice reduces that discomfort. The third exercise is phone recording. Record yourself speaking for 1 or 2 minutes. Then listen to the recording. At first, you may not like your voice. That is normal. Many people feel uncomfortable hearing themselves. But do not judge yourself harshly. Listen like a coach. Ask, was my message clear? Did I stop too much? Which words were difficult? Which sentence can I say better? Did I translate too much? Can I repeat this topic more smoothly? Then record again. This is one of the fastest ways to improve because you can hear your real speaking. You stop guessing. You know exactly what needs practice. The fourth exercise is question answering. Write or think of common questions and answer them aloud. Start with easy questions. What is your name? Where are you from? What do you do? Why are you learning English? What do you like to do? What did you do today? What are your goals? What is difficult for you in English? Answer each question in 3 levels. Level 1. Short answer. Why are you learning English? I am learning English to speak confidently. Level 2. Medium answer. I am learning English because I want to speak confidently with people. I also want to understand videos, lessons, and conversations without translation. Level 3. Longer answer. I am learning English because I believe it can open many doors for me. I want to speak with confidence, understand people from different countries, and express my thoughts clearly. Right now, my biggest problem is that I translate too much, so I want to train my brain to think directly in English. This level practice helps you expand your speaking. The 5th exercise is imaginary conversation. Imagine someone is talking to you. Create both sides of the conversation. For example, hello, how are you? I'm good, thank you. How are you? I'm fine. What are you doing these days? I'm learning English and working on my speaking skills. Why do you want to improve your English? Because I want to speak more confidently and stop translating in my head. What is your biggest challenge? My biggest challenge is speaking quickly. I know many words, but sometimes I cannot use them fast. What are you doing to improve? I practice self-talk, listen to English, repeat useful phrases, and try to think in English every day. This exercise prepares you for real conversations. When similar questions appear in real life, your brain will not panic because it has already practiced. The 6th exercise is topic speaking. Choose one topic and speak about it for 3 minutes. Topics can be simple: my daily routine, my family, my favorite food, my English journey, my goals, my city, my last weekend, a lesson I learned, a problem I solved, my future plans. Do not choose difficult topics in the beginning. The goal is flow, not complexity. Use a simple structure. First, introduce the topic, then give 2 or 3 details, then give your opinion, then end with a final thought. For example, topic, my English journey. I started learning English because I wanted to communicate better. In the beginning, I focused on grammar and vocabulary. But later, I realized that speaking needs practice. My biggest problem is translation. I often think in my native language first, then I try to translate. This makes me slow. Now I am trying to think in English directly. I practice small sentences every day. I know it will take time, but I believe I can improve if I stay consistent. This is a complete spoken answer. The 7th exercise is speed response. Ask yourself a simple question and answer within 3 seconds. Question: what do you want? Answer: I want to improve my English. Question: what do you need? Answer: I need more practice. Question: how do you feel? Answer: I feel motivated. Question: what is your problem? Answer: I translate too much. Question: what will you do? Answer: I will practice every day. This exercise trains quick access. Do not worry about long answers. Train your brain to respond fast. When you become better, make the answers longer. The most important rule in self-speaking is consistency. 5 minutes every day is better than 1 hour once a week. Your brain needs daily contact. Your mouth needs daily movement. Your confidence needs daily proof. Every time you speak to yourself in English, you teach your brain, English is not only for exams, English is not only for classrooms, English is not only for other people. English is also my thinking language. This is how private practice becomes public confidence. So stop waiting for the perfect speaking partner. Start with yourself. Speak alone. Record yourself. Answer questions. Narrate your life. Create imaginary conversations. Repeat useful chunks. Talk about simple topics. The more you speak to yourself, the easier it becomes to speak to others. Chapter 10. The daily system to think in English fast. Now you understand the main idea. To think in English fast, you must stop translating every sentence and start training your brain with direct English practice. But knowledge is not enough. You need a daily system. A system is important because motivation changes. Some days you feel excited, some days you feel lazy, some days you feel confident, some days you feel tired. If you depend only on motivation, your practice will not be consistent. But if you have a simple system, you can continue even on difficult days. Here is a powerful daily system for training your brain to think in English. Step 1. Morning English thoughts. When you wake up, spend 2 minutes thinking in English. Use simple sentences. I'm awake. Today is a new day. I need to start my day. I have some work to do. I will practice English today. I want to stay focused. I can improve step by step. This activates English early in your mind. You are telling your brain, English is part of my day. Step 2. Object and action naming. During the day, name things around you in English. Then describe your actions. For example, this is my phone. I'm checking my messages. I'm drinking water. I'm walking to the door. I'm sitting on the chair. I'm opening my notebook. I'm writing something. Do this for 3 to 5 minutes. It may look small, but it builds direct connection. Step 3. Learn 5 chunks. Every day, learn 5 useful chunks. For example, I'm trying to let me think. That makes sense. I need to work on I'm not sure about. Repeat each chunk 10 times. Then create your own sentence. I'm trying to speak faster. Let me think about it. That makes sense to me. I need to work on my pronunciation. I'm not sure about this answer. Use these chunks during the day. Step 4. Listen actively for 5 minutes. Choose easy English. Listen to a short audio or video. Do not choose something too difficult. Your goal is to train understanding, not frustration. Listen once for meaning. Listen again for phrases. Repeat useful sentences. Shadow 1 or 2 lines. Say the main idea in your own words. This feeds your brain with natural English. Step 5. Speak for 5 minutes. Speak alone about your day, your goals, or your English learning. You can use this structure. Today I felt, I learned, I need to, tomorrow I will. For example, today I practiced English for a few minutes. I felt good because I understood the lesson. I learned that translation makes speaking slow. I need to practice thinking in English more often. Tomorrow, I will try to speak for 5 minutes again. This builds speaking flow. Step 6. Ask and answer quick questions. Ask yourself 5 questions and answer fast. What did I do today? What do I need to do next? What am I learning? What is difficult for me? How can I improve? Answer simply, I worked and studied. I need to finish my task. I am learning to think in English. Speaking fast is difficult for me. I can improve by practicing daily. This trains response speed. Step 7. Evening review. Before sleeping, think in English for 2 minutes. Ask, what did I do well today? What did I learn? What should I practice tomorrow? Answer, I practiced English today. I learned some useful phrases. I need to practice speaking tomorrow. I am improving slowly. I will not give up. This closes your day with English. Now let us combine this into a simple routine. Morning, 2 minutes of English thoughts. During the day, name objects and actions. Study time, learn 5 chunks. Listening time, 5 minutes active listening. Speaking time, 5 minutes self-talk. Practice time, quick questions and answers. Night, 2 minutes review. This system can take only 20 to 30 minutes a day, but it will change your English if you do it consistently. The secret is not doing everything perfectly. The secret is repeating the system. After 1 week, you will feel more comfortable with simple English thoughts. After 2 weeks, common phrases will come faster. After 1 month, you will notice less translation. After 3 months, you will speak with more natural flow. After 6 months, English will feel much closer to your mind. But you must be patient. Your brain has spent years thinking in your native language. It will not switch completely in one day, but it can learn a new habit with repetition. Do not force yourself to think in English 24 hours a day. That can create stress. Start with small English moments and increase them slowly. Think of it like exercise. If you want a strong body, you do not lift the heaviest weight on the first day. You start with manageable weight and repeat. Your strength grows. Thinking in English is a mental exercise. Small sentences are your first reps. Chunks are your tools. Self-talk is your daily training. Listening is your fuel. Speaking is your strength test. Consistency is your progress. Now let us talk about what to do when you feel stuck. There will be days when you forget words. Continue. There will be days when you make mistakes. Continue. There will be days when you feel slow. Continue. There will be days when you compare yourself to others. Stop comparing and continue. Comparison is dangerous. Some people have studied longer. Some people have more speaking practice. Some people live in English-speaking environments. Your journey is your journey. The only person you need to beat is your old self. If yesterday you translated every sentence, and today you thought 5 sentences directly in English, that is progress. If last week you were afraid to speak, and today you recorded 1 minute, that is progress. If last month you could not answer quickly, and now you can answer simple questions, that is progress. Respect small progress. Small progress becomes strong fluency. You should also remember this. Confidence does not come before speaking. Confidence comes after repeated speaking. Many learners wait to feel confident before they practice. But confidence is created by practice. You speak with fear, then fear becomes smaller. You speak with mistakes, then mistakes become lessons. You speak slowly, then speed improves. Action creates confidence. Now let us build a 30-day challenge. For the next 30 days, do this. Every morning, I think 5 sentences in English. Every day, learn 5 chunks. Every day, listen actively for 5 minutes. Every day, speak to yourself for 5 minutes. Every night, review your day in English. That is all. Do not make it complicated. If you miss one day, do not quit. Start again the next day. Missing one day is not failure. Quitting completely is the real failure. At the end of 30 days, record yourself answering this question. How has my English changed? You may be surprised. You may still make mistakes, but you will feel more movement. Your English will come faster. Your mind will feel less blocked. You will start trusting yourself. And that is the beginning of real fluency. Thinking in English is not magic, it is training. You do not wake up one morning and suddenly become fluent. You build fluency sentence by sentence, thought by thought, day by day. The problem was never that you were not smart enough. The problem was that your brain was trained to translate before speaking. Now you know how to change that. Name the world in English. Build your inner English voice. Practice sentence patterns. Learn chunks. Listen actively. Speak to yourself. Stop waiting for perfect grammar. Use simple English with confidence. Repeat every day. At first, English will feel like practice. Then it will feel like a habit. Then it will feel like a natural part of your mind. One day, someone will ask you a question in English, and you will answer without translating. Not perfectly, maybe, but naturally. And in that moment, you will realize that your brain has changed. So do not stop after this lesson. Start today. Think of one sentence in English, then another, because fast English fluency begins with one simple decision. I will stop translating everything, and I will train my brain to think in English.
Your English is not finished yet. It is growing.
And every day you practice, your brain becomes faster, your voice becomes stronger, and your confidence becomes real.